Okay guys, Sunday the 24th of September and we are on Australian dollar, US dollar. So let's have a quick recap of this market from last week in relation to our Sunday analysis, and then we'll have a look at the market for the trading week ahead. Okay, so the main thing from last week really was this sloping support and resistance line, how the market had been respecting it, bouncing up, touching, and then it had started to drag itself higher over the last few weeks. Now, coming into last week, we had this move down on the Monday, then we shot back up on the Tuesday, had a nice rally on the Wednesday, which then failed. Thursday, strong move down, and Friday, another bullish run up. What's worth going over here is after this move down on the Monday. Very often when you see something like this, people take it as a break of support and resistance. We had the sloping support line. They see this, they look at it as the break. You see breakout traders stepping in at this level. Then you see the market popping back up like this. And you see a little bit of rejection here. You'll have more bearish orders set up at this level. Then we get the strong rally, wiping out all the stops, and then the market comes down. When you're looking for a break of a level of support and resistance, doesn't matter if it's, sloping support and resistance, regular support and resistance, a triangle, whatever it is, you very often see things like this. It's basically a false break. It's breaking down, then the market shoots back up in the other direction. Now, when you're looking for a break of support and resistance, what you want to see is a proper break. I see this explained and taught incorrectly so often. So this is not a break of a zone. What you're looking for is for the market to give you some air. So let's say the market presses up bullish here. It's testing resistance, and then we start to see this price action here. What you're looking for are candles that are no longer making contact with your support and resistance area. So you can see here, the tail, the body, nothing of the candle is making contact with this level. That is a break of support and resistance. It's a break of support and resistance because the market is no longer testing the price level. It's accepting above the price level. This is not accepting below the price level. It's testing. It's still making contact, which means it has still tested this price level on the daily time frame. Then the next day, it rockets back up, maintains contact. It means the market is not accepting the break of the level yet. This one here, market is starting to accept the break. So if you see the market coming up, you see it breaking through like this. The first one that I went over with subscribers, potentially a false break, we need to wait and see. The next day you crash back down or you come back down and make contact. You are potentially looking at a false break. You want to see the market pressing up, giving you that air, before you see the pullback. So coming into next week now, what are we looking at? Well, there's a few different things to go over now on this market. First thing is we are now looking at the potential break of this sloping support and resistance line. We had the press up here, pullback, press up here, and the pullback. So potentially we're looking at a double top. Now if you take the bigger picture, one right here, pressing up, you're potentially looking at a double top or even a triple top if you want to look at it in that way. So first of all, now that we have given us this candle on Friday, let me just get rid of some of these arrows so we can see it a little bit better. If we now pull back toward the sloping support and resistance, we can look for potential bearish positions. Now we have a level of resistance sitting right here. If it lines up, especially if it lines up with that sloping resistance line coming into next week and we see that pullback, it's just giving you that added little confluence to look for rejection. Now we have resistance at the previous two spikes. If we start breaking up above this level once again, accepting back up above sloping support and resistance, then it's very likely we would see the market coming up, at least retesting these previous highs and potentially pressing higher and at least clearing out these stops. So this level is important next week. Whilst below it, looking at the market more bearish once again. Again, it's on the back of the sloping support and resistance. If we do start to break up above, then it's very likely we're going to see the Australian dollar giving us a bullish rally. Now, below those levels, we have a key level of support right here. Let's mark it in. Around about 7865, 7860, up toward, you can actually take into account the spike down from the Friday, around about 7910. This is a key level of support, and then down below, one right here, take it down to include this previous level of structure that we've been going over since July. This would be looked at as the center now of this larger double top or triple top, however you want to look at it. This is key support. If we break below this level, so first of all, support and support. If we break below this level, in fact, let's start at this one. If we break below this level, first of all, it becomes good potential support turning into resistance, looking for a move down toward those previous lows. If we break down below this one, again, support potentially becoming resistance. Really, we would expect a stronger bearish reaction, at least initially, if we break below this level, because there'll be lots of stops sitting down here. And you'd expect the market to make a strong move down toward at least really 7,730 and likely down toward 7,700. So those are the main things going into next week. Key support down here. If we are breaking, looking for the potential resistance, looking for the potential resistance and those moves down. This one right here is key resistance at present. If we did see the pullback toward those levels, happy to look for the sell positions, lining up with that sloping support and resistance. If we break up above this level, it becomes very good to watch for potential support because likely the market has broken down, tried to accept below, it has failed, we are then coming back up and it's likely we're going to press back up above these spikes higher and at least take out the stops that will now be sitting up above those levels. Okay guys, so that is everything for next week. I hope you all have a good trading week. I hope you found this helpful. I'm James Orr and thank you.